Okay, so we're going to go over my DEXA scan. The reason why is because this is my first ever DEXA scan. I wasn't too sure what I should be expecting from it. I also wasn't too sure of like, oh, is this something I should do? And the other thing is, I actually don't know how to fully read all this. Just FYI, I don't. But someone I trust will be helping me go through this. The clinic I went to, and most clinics, will go through this with you and make recommendations, tell you what everything means. Um, but you guys are about to learn how fat I am because you don't think I look fat, and I don't. Like I don't look fat. Um, so here you can see just general information. This was taken yesterday on the 9th. You can see the tissues and how they like just overview right here. And you know what's sick? You can see my fucking lungs. That is so cool. Now they're a lot smaller than I thought they are. So hopefully nothing's wrong there. Um, but just cool to see. Here you can see like a rough idea of like that's fat right there. Like all of that is fat along the edge. Um, anyways, doesn't really matter. So here is like where we're really getting into things. Lean mass. You can read this yourself. Like just pause the video and read it. But it went through and broke down my lean mass. It broke down my fat mass. It broke down my bone density. Now my bone density is really where I'm worried, because it's on the 20th percentile, which actually like isn't like it's not actually terrible. It's not like life threatening or super concerning, but it is something that like I want to improve and just get it. Like I want to be a top tier athlete. I'm not, as you can tell from the fat percentage, just 27.1%, which I don't love. And lean tissue right here. So the reason why I got this done is because I wanted to know how fat I really was and my bone density and see like what was actually going on in my body. This is most likely due like my bone density being so low is not most likely not genetic. It is most likely due to what I learned from my doing an oats test, which is an organic acids test. It's a urine test. It measures like vitamin C. It measures a bunch of stuff and what you're excreting. And pretty much my vitamin C levels are very fucked. Same with I have high oxalates and I have a canidia overgrowth. I am addressing all of that right now, but that all impacts bone density and bone growth. Here you can see where my fat is being stored, visceral, like you can see all this jazz, right? It's very nice to see all this. And then here you can see like essential fat, athletes, fitness, average, obese. I'm average, but my curiosity with the averages, this is from 2003. So in 2003, I would be considered average. Oh, I was looking at women. I was here's men. No, I would be considered obese. Yeah, obese if it was measured in 2003. In 2026, I'm probably not obese. I'd probably be considered average. But I really want to drop down into the 15 to 18% range of fat composite, like general body fat. Reason being is because being overly fat is not good for you. Like it throws off hormones, from my knowledge, right? I could be wrong. Google your own stuff. I don't care. Um, so I'm gonna be doing a strong fat loss phase for the next 6 to 8 weeks and dropping this down, as well as like increasing like just my muscle and bone density. Bone density will increase just from working out harder and then doing a few other things, making sure vitamin D is good, which it is, K2 good, boron, which should be good, and like all these other little things, calcium intake, which is fine. So that'll be really good. This is sort of nice. It provides a resting metabolic rate, which is probably pretty accurate. Um, Now, this is where it's really useful. My actual maintenance is about moderate. It's about 2,200 calories. But I'm working on, I want to lose weight now. So I will be going a little hard. Um, so I will be working on losing weight, right? And then it does this nutritional recommendations. It goes through relative skeletal muscle index. Sorry, I had to burp. 8.03, and then it like provides that. And then here is really cool: lean muscle balance, where your muscle, like where the differences of everything is. It's super cool. So you can see both arms, but you can also see the difference, right? My right arm, which lifts more stuff in general, it weighs more. Like it has more fat, it has more bone density, it has more lean mass, it has more fat, it has more everything. So you can see the difference here. It's actually sort of, I find this really cool. It's not a law. That actually I feel like is a law, but it's fine. Trunk composition, which is like um your midsection, like your middle trunk. Um Not as like a bigger difference, right? Point 0.4, but not really. Like, no, like consider that, right? So here you can see there's slight difference in fat, slight difference in bone density, very slight. So I'm not like this isn't something I'm worried about in the slightest, but it's just something that's cool to look at. And once again, I'm gonna be going through this. I went through this with my doctor today, and he said, "Yeah, you should probably lose some fat, like quite a bit of fat." And he's like, "Bone density, I'm not worried about. I'm worried about it. He's not worried about it." Um, and otherwise, he was like, "Why did you get this? Like most young people don't." And it's true, most young people don't. But most young people also don't take care of themselves in the slightest. So I wanted to. And then I will be going over this with someone I trust who is really, really into nutrition and really into fitness and knows a ton to figure out what I should do. Um, and I'm speaking with whatever the non-protected term of nutritionist is, someone who knows nutrition, um, to figure out figure out my fat loss phase and do it in a sustainable manner where I am not just short circuiting my entire body and fucking myself over. So, yeah, that's what a DEXA scan is. Should you get it? Depends on what your goals are. Would I get it again? Yes, I will in like a year because I want to try to see if I can reduce this fat percentage to 15%. And then I want to see if I can reduce or increase my bone density so that I'm like at the 50th percentile, right? Like average would be nice. Now, that's asking for a lot. Bone density is very slow. It's a very slow process, but I think I'm a pretty smart fucking guy. I can figure it out. Um, yeah. Thanks for watching. That's my DEXA scan. Well, should you get one? I don't know. You figure it out. I would if you can afford it. It's depending on where you go, it can be anywhere from $50 to $200. So have a great day.